All right.
Shelly, take it away.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Zoom tonight for all the leaders in training. My name is Shelly Creasy, and I'm here in Texas, and I get a chance to introduce this lovely power couple tonight. You guys, they need no introduction, but these are the leaders that you want to be on this team because they lead by example. They don't wait on us. They go and they blaze a trail. And I've worked with these folks since the early days back when we were blazing a trail in a previous company, and they never let their foot off the gas, and they bring the spirit, they bring the energy, they bring the leadership. And I'm thrilled to be a part of this team. I love the phone call that I got back in July, and I'm on board. Like, I'm all on board with these guys. These two people have a heart for other people, and they always lead by example. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to our top trainers, Tony and Rhonda Lucero.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank
Shelly.
you.
Yeah. Well, we're very, very grateful to be working with you and just having a good time, you guys. One thing that Tony and I will always do is pour into you when it comes from a leadership standpoint or personal growth and development, or you just have some questions, or you just need somebody to talk to. Like, we're in it to win it. We know that we're in the very beginning stages of this amazing company that is in pre-launch. Our official pre-launch isn't until April, but for the United States, for those of you that are part of the United States, we're all in. Like, we're phase 5. We're the only country that's phase 5 right now, and I believe we have 23 vendors now. It's so much fun just going on there and looking at the new vendors that are on board and looking at the different products that we have. There's over 100 in waiting in the queue, and they have to go through compliance. They have to make sure that that there's no medical claims and stuff like that on the different products that are on there. So we're just having a really good time, and I know that Sunday nights are for Tony's night to really pour into all of you guys, from those that want to run, for those that want to just be a part of the community, and for those that just want the friendship. And so here we are. So I'm going to turn it over to my amazing husband, who is without a doubt the best, the best mentor on the planet. He has been my mentor in this industry for 23 years now, and I would not be where I'm at from a manifestation standpoint, to a leadership standpoint, to even just being the best wife that I can be and mother. And it's all because of him. So over to you, my love.
Oh, thank you. And I loved your air quotes were sideways. When you were doing the quotes, that was kind of cool. So you're inventing your own way of being, which is great. Hello, everybody. Good evening, and thanks for taking time out tonight to spend a little bit of time with us. All of you, I consider the cream of the crop, the best of the best, the ones that are wanting to see what's possible, the ones that are wanting to test themselves, to honor yourself, because anytime you're doing something that is new, that goes against what the outside keeps telling us, like, that thing's not going to work, and what are you doing that for, and go do this already. It's like anytime you're doing something like that and you're putting yourself out there, you're truly honoring your heart. And so I want to acknowledge all of your hearts tonight, just because that's what got you into this business. That's what got you into Shopley. It wasn't your head. It was your heart, because your head had a lot of things that probably came up the first time that you heard about Shopley. Maybe the text that you got, the phone call that you got, and your head goes into this place where it starts to play all these tapes, I like to call them, right? All these movies with bad endings. Right? And so the fact that you fought through all that and said yes, especially at this stage, you guys, we're not even, I mean, all of you had joined when we had nothing for the most part. We had nothing to show people, but you followed your heart, you listened to it, you tuned in, and that is a talent, that a lot of people, especially in today's world, because we're so inundated with so much stuff, and we get derailed so quickly. That is a talent and a skill set that is that people need to really tap into. And unfortunately, they carry around too many of these movies and these tapes, and their story they keep telling themselves that they don't allow themselves to ever experience what you guys are experiencing. And I know that it's kind of awkward. I know it's frustrating, that you get it and everybody else doesn't, or only a few people get it. Like, I fully understand that, you guys. That feeling of, oh my gosh, look what I'm doing now, and your people going, oh my gosh, what are you doing now? Like, I get it. It's a very awkward situation, but I also understand that when you're in this stage that you are, and you are going through these battles or these discussions with yourself, like this is the true essence of you getting ready to blossom. Like, this is the true best version of you that knows the truth of it all, behind all of the gossip, behind all of the things that didn't go right as well as you want them 2 years ago, or behind all the stuff that people say about you on Facebook and all that stuff. This is what's happening is, as you fight through this, you're going to discover the best version of you. And what's really significant is, once you come through the other side, right? So once you're, kind of like the blade of grass poking up through the cement, which we've all seen that. Like, once that happens, that's the hardest part, is that feeling of, everything's falling in on you, and you're, I got to know all this. I got to have to know where all the resources are, and I got to be able to speak eloquently about Shoply, and I got to know all the answers, and I got to digest the comp plan. I got to be able to speak it articulately. You guys, all of this is all of that. And what I mean by all of that, that's all the stuff. That's all the stuff from your past. That's all the stuff that's latched onto you over many, 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 many years, decades, and for some of you, generations. Some of you are taking through generational habits and dysfunction that's passed down through energies within your genealogy, through your family, that you've now latched onto, that make up part of you. And so you're not only battling the truth of you, but you're battling the truth of so many others, which makes this kind of really, really interesting. And the fact that you guys are here, still in it, you're showing up on a Sunday night, tells me a lot about your heart. It tells me a lot about your true, authentic self. It tells me a lot about the belief that you have, and the feeling that you have, and the frequency that you're in about unveiling the best version of you. And it's always a work in progress. I am still unveiling the best version of me every single day. I had such an amazing last 5 days. I have the fulfillment of a couple dreams that are coming to light, of things I've been putting lots of loving energy into, and I'm just in awe of what is happening right now in my life. So I want to acknowledge your heart tonight. I also want to let your brain know that it's okay. In fact, I want you to write on a piece of paper right now. So I know you guys got a clean sheet of paper, but I want you to write the word brain. Just write the word brain, and right underneath it, write the words, it's okay. Just write, it's okay. And I want you to get familiar with this word, it's okay, because this word, I think we've talked about this before. I know when I work with people a little bit closer, like one-on-one stuff, this whole idea of it's okay. It's okay if somebody doesn't want to shop on Shoply. It's okay. It's okay if someone is not interested in anything that you're doing. It's okay if somebody's in a bad mood. It's okay if somebody is, just being weird and obnoxious. It's okay. All right. So I want you to tell your brain, when something like that happens, it's okay. Right? It's just okay. And just surrender to it. Just let it go. All right. So with that being said, I want you to know that you do not have to know everything. So I'm going to give you permission tonight to tell your brain that your brain doesn't have to know everything. You guys joined without your brain knowing anything. You knew just enough to make a connection with your heart, for your heart to go, hey, I should do this. I should work with Tony and Rhonda. I should be part of this Shoply. I should be the first one in. Everybody does this. Like, it's something that you need to come to peace with, that you don't need to know it all. Okay? People are not going to buy into Shoply. They're not going to buy into Shoply. They're going to buy into you. Okay? You have to understand that. You are the point of contact for Shoply. So if they say yes, your brain thinks they're saying yes to Shoply, but they're not. They're saying yes to you. Okay. Does everybody understand what I'm saying when I say that? Just nod your head, say yes, or type yes in the chat box. People are saying yes to you. They're not saying yes to Shoply. Because if they say no to you and they join Shoply much later with someone else, they said yes to that someone else, not to you. It's a weird way to think about it. It's a weird way to understand this business, but that's the way that it is. People are going to say yes to you, and Shoply is the second layer of that. So what do you have to become? What do you have to do? What is the way that you're rolling this out? And the thing I can tell you is you don't have to know it all. You don't have to know everything about this, you guys. Nick, Terry LaCour, Ron Williams, Rod Larson, the IT team that's in 6 different countries, all the fulfilling, all the manufacturing, all that, all of those people do not know it all. And the second you think you know it all, you're doomed. You're doomed. Okay, so give yourself permission to know that you don't have to know it all. You'll never know it all. This is life, you guys. This is life. We go through life, we navigate through life with the assumption of learning. So if we know it all or think we have to know it all, you guys, this is going to be a very, very difficult thing for you. Okay? If you have to know every right thing to say when you're talking to someone, I have to know everything to say to the right person. I have to know every objection. I have to know every way to combat the situation. I have to know everything about everything because that's the only way everything gets done. That's a terrible, terrible way to build you and to build an empire. Okay? So you don't have to know it all. Write that down. I do not have to know it all. I don't have to know it all. I know nothing. I know nothing. I know just enough. Just enough to direct somebody to a link. Just enough to direct someone to a website. Just enough to direct somebody to a video. Just enough to direct somebody how to log into their back office. Just enough to know to tell somebody that we do have a comp plan. I don't know what the comp plan is, you guys. If you think that you have to know the comp plan, everybody around you is going to want to know the comp plan. And now you got a bunch of people that are in a comp plan that doesn't work because no one's doing anything except studying comp plans. So you don't have to know anything. You don't have to know anything. You have to know just enough, okay? Just enough. And when you know just enough, you have to know what the steps are, okay? So you have to know the steps. You have to know the steps. You have to know the conversation. What is the conversation? Hey, do you shop online? Oh my gosh, I got to share Shoply with you. Have you heard about it? Of course they haven't. I'm going to send you a link. That's the step. That's a step. You got to know that. And you got to be willing to have that conversation a lot. The more you have it, the easier it gets. The more you have it, the easier it gets. The more you have it, the easier it gets. And one of the things that I kind of pride myself on, and the reason why I've had a degree of success in this industry is because I want to keep this so stupid. Like I want to keep this so minimalistic. I want to keep it so simple. Everything that you're doing, you guys, everything that you're doing, the people on the other end are asking themselves, can I do this? Can I be all flabbergasted? Can I be all choked up? Can I be all nervous? Can I be all psycho? Can I spend an hour and a half on somebody to send them a link to take a look at something? You guys, they're asking themselves that the whole time that you're talking. So why not keep it simple? Hey, do you shop online? I got to send you something. Do you shop online? I got to send you something. You shop online? I got to send you something. You shop online? I got to send you something. That's simplicity. Think of a child when a kid wants something. It's very simple. I want a cookie. I want a cookie. I want a cookie. No, I want a cookie. Nope, can't have one. I want a cookie. But please, I want a cookie. Everything's just simple. We have to get back to simplicity, okay? I know you can do it. I know you want to do it, but your brain is in the way of saying, yeah, but Tony, hold on. You know, you don't know my friends. My friends got to know data. They got to know facts. They got to know comp plans. They got to know if this is MLM. They got to know if this is this. They got to know that. They got to know the 19 different ways that we get paid. They got to know where the founders are born. They got to know, you know, I mean, come on, guys, seriously? It's a lot of work. A lot of work. Have fun. You don't have to know anything. You have to know just enough, and you have to know the steps. Do you know the conversation? Are you having the conversation? I love what Shelly has always said. In fact, I say this all the time. I always go, I've got this amazing woman on my team. She says this all the time. Be the first to talk about Chopply. Be the first. You guys are the first ones in the company. You might as well be the first ones having the conversation. Shame on us if we're not the first ones having the conversations when we're the first ones in the company. Oh my gosh. Shame on us, right? Be the first, having the conversation. Again, without having to know everything, okay? There's a couple things that we have to master. All right, I want you guys to write these down. I want you to write down 1, 2, and 3. Just 1, 2, one above, one at the top. The first one is number 1. You guys, we have to become masters of the conversation. So write down the conversation. Master the conversation. Master it. What is the conversation? If you don't know it, you guys, you got to practice it. And here's the conversation. Have you ever shopped online? Some of you want it to be more difficult than that. Oh gosh, Tony, you know, that's great, but you know, there's got to be something else. What is the other hook? Like, have you shopped online, and are you aware of a ground floor opportunity with 8 different ways that we get paid, and only 23 vendors right now that are on the platform, over 227 products, and we get a direct bonus and a CV bonus? Is that the conversation you think you have to say? No. Do you shop online? Oh my gosh, I got to send you something. That's it. Simple, easy. So I want you to master the conversation. Be the first one having the conversation. Master it. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. Don't convince it. Don't overanalyze it. Don't, what's another one you guys love to do? Don't over-recruit it. Don't over-close it. Just ask it. Just ask it, okay? So number 1, conversation. Master the conversation. Number 2, master the direction. The direction. Woo, let's do right. The direction. Where are you sending them? Where are they going? After you've mastered the conversation, where are you directing them to? Know what that is, you guys. Know that if it's somebody in another part of the world that you send them the invite.chopply.com. You run them through that process. Know that if they're in the United States that you're just going to send them your link. Know that, you guys, which is your username.chopply.com/partners. Know that. So we've mastered the simple conversation, which is really cheesy, but it works. It's worked for me. It works for Rhonda. It works for those that are having success right now. We're the first ones to have the conversation, and then we master the direction. After they've seen it, then we go, oh my gosh, go here. Go here. And then the third thing, number 3, is master the call to action. Master the call to action. After they've seen what you've directed, after they've heard the conversation, they've been directed somewhere, master the call to action. And that's nothing more than this phrase. What did you like best? You guys have heard me say this a gazillion times. For those that have followed me in Rhonda forever, you will never, ever, ever hear us say, what did you think? What did you like best? It forces them to say something positive. What did you like best? There's your multi-million-dollar question. What did you like best? And now you got to master the call to action, which is, I need you to do this. Go to this, go back, log into your account, and watch. Watch the videos and decide if you want to be an affiliate or an influencer. That's it. Stressless, stress-free, No one gets hurt. No one's crying. No one has to be a master closer. And you guys, you got to get out of this idea is that you're not a good salesperson. I have not sold anything yet. Here's what you got to do. Here's the conversation. Here's where you got to go. Here's the call to action. Go back here. Watch the videos. If it resonates, if all the moons are lined up properly and the stars are in their beautiful glowing thing and the winds are as calm as they've ever been, and if it resonates, they'll sign up. They might have a question about, hey, what's the difference between this and this?
Hello.
We have to keep this simple, you guys. We have to.
Hello.
You don't have to if you don't want. Oh. You don't have to if you don't want, but I much prefer that you do. In fact, just for curious, I want to speak to your heart right now. So in the chat, you guys, we have 20 something people on here. In the chat, just say, yeah, I'm going to ask the question. It's either yes or no. I'm talking to the heart. Heart, do you want this to be simple? Go ahead and answer, guys. I want to see what you say. I'm just curious. Few yeses, few yeses. There's no, what? Is that an I, no, I don't knows? Okay, we got a C, perfect yes. Okay, yes, so yeses are good. Yeses are good. Good. You guys, so if that's what your heart wants, I would honor your heart and keep it simple. And smile more than you do. Share more than you do. Thanks, Stephen. Share more than you do. Have a conversation more than you do. Direct people more than you do. Give people a call to action more than you do. With a smile on your face, you should be very, very proud of how far you've come to have the opportunity that you have to work with this community right now, these people that are showed up here on a Sunday night. You should be very proud and honored and grateful that you have the Shopley opportunity from people that have, had amazing success. And they're putting together a vehicle that, you guys, it's up and running. We don't have to wait till April. Like, it's up and running right now. All of you have sold, well, a lot of you who have purchased products. If you haven't, I don't know why you haven't. A lot of you have gone live, which I want to acknowledge all of you that have gone live and used me and used Rhonda and used each other. You guys, I just, it's beautiful to see. In fact, I said that on the call the other night with corporate. You guys might have heard me say, like, I'm just so excited that our people have built this new muscle and they're sharing from their heart what they're doing. Like, that's exciting, you guys. So I know you're in it. You just have to make sure that you're doing it. Okay. It's one thing to be in it, but you make sure that you're doing it. And you definitely got to keep it simple. Write that down. Keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple. I am a simple man. My wife knows this. She could tell you very easily all what Tony wants. Tony just wants to cuddle. Tony just wants to snuggle and feel love. That's all I'm about, right? And surround myself with everything that brings love into my life. My dogs, my family, my golf clubs, my friends, you guys, my business. These are all extensions of me, which is nothing then about love. Okay? And then the final thing is, I'll leave with you guys, is this. And I want you to write this down. And this is something that we talked about before. Some of you have gone through this exercise. But what do you love most about Shopley? There might be a couple things, but there's one that you love most of the couple things. Some of you are excited about because we're ground floor. That's great. But I ask you to ask yourself this question 3 times, okay? Write this down. What do you love most? What do you love most? What do you love most? I want you to ask yourself at least 3 times that question. The first one is the smoke in the mirror. It's the fairy dust. The second one starts to blow away the fairy dust. The third one allows somewhat of the truth to come up. And then the last time you would ask yourself, you ask yourself the fourth time, usually then you get to the core of really why you're here. What do you love most about Shopley? And then when you know, go share that with people. Share that with people. Share the fact that, like Shelly just put in, that she loves to, that she's can shop with herself, right? I'm a shopaholic. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I love when I get a package in the mail, even if it's for my wife. Like the Amazon guy came today. Our Ring doorbell goes off. As soon as I come back from my appointment, the first thing I do is I run to the door and I open it up, and it's a gift. It's for my wife, for our business, but it still is a gift, right? So, what do you love most about Shopley? What do you love most? If you're having a challenge getting out of the gate, and all of you I know have expressed interest in this month of November to participate at a different level, find the thing that you love talking about the most with Shopley and share that. Just share that. Because now you're truly sharing from your heart. And you are sharing without any reservation or hesitation. What I love about Shopley, besides this, working with this amazing community, is I love to share things with people. Like, I love things that I purchase that enrich my life, that I get a chance to share with other people. Because I know I'm not the only one that wants to look young, feel young, be young, stay young, act young. I know that. So if I have products around me that I'm finding on Shopley, or if I found over the years, now they're all on Shopley, I want to share that with people. And I'm not sharing with any other intention except doing what I love to do, which is share things that enriched my life that I'm sharing with others. Period. And that's authenticity. That's raw. That's real. And that's not like a sales pitch. And there are people that will watch my Facebook Lives, or they'll watch somebody's, and they'll be going, oh gosh, there goes Tony again. Well, guess what? There you go again. Not me, because I'm staying true to myself. And whatever issues you're having with me and what I'm talking about, you can just bounce. You can just get to stepping, okay? And I'm okay with it. I only want to work with people that get it, you guys. Some of you are so eager to get people, but some of these people you don't even want in your business. You don't want somebody to drag through your business. You guys, you learned all that. I would like to think that you did. You've learned all that from your past business ventures. Shift now. Shift into the best version of you. What is it you love about Shopley the most? Ask yourself over and over and over again and see if the answer is the same. Get to the core of it, and whatever that is, share that. Because you will find people that resonate with that and will sign up without any reservation, any hesitation, any closing, any fencing into a corner, any recruiting feeling. They'll just sign up because that's the frequency that they're in. People join my team and Rhonda's team because they see us as people that are happy, that are real, that are inspiring. That's why all of you are part of this team. Because the person that enrolled you is part of us, which is a reflection. And so we're all in this frequency together. Believe me, there's millions and millions of more people just like Tony and Rhonda, just like you when you're in your best, not when you're in your worst, but when you're in your best. There are millions of people out there just waiting for you to speak up. And you won't know that until you do it. So this month, we're 15 days in, halfway through the month. You guys have a decision to make. And the decision is, will you know that you don't have to know everything? Will you master the conversation? Will you master the direction that you're sending somebody to? And will you master the call to action? If you just get comfortable with those three things, or when you do, just those three things, you guys, everything's going to shift. Because that's the conversation that you're having with yourself. That's the direction you're giving to yourself. And that's your call to action. That's just all those three things that you are wanting to do for others, you have to do for yourself. You have to master the conversation you're having with yourself right now. oh, no one gets this. And my people need to know everything. And no, that's a conversation. You got to master that because that's BS. You have to master the conversation of where to send yourself when that happens. And you have to master the conversation and go start having a call to action. Every day, do something. Okay? Brandy, that's a lie. Just so you know, when somebody says that, when somebody says there's no products on, there's no vendors, there's 23 vendors and there's over 250 products. There are some companies in the network marketing industry that have done millions, hundreds of millions, billions in sales with 15 or 20 products. Okay? So that's something that you'll have to make peace with to understand that it's not like, well, we're brand new, we're on the ground floor, we're in beta, we're just in startup, but we only have a few businesses on there. Well, if you say that, or if we say that, or if we even think that without even saying it, that's what your people are going to think. God, I went on there. It's not like Amazon, like you said. Amazon's got, you guys, we can't say that. We can't say we're like Amazon and we've got, one day we're very Amazon-esque. That's what I tell people. We're a platform kind of like an Amazon, kind of like a TikTok, kind of like a Shark Tank. We got all these wonderful things wrapped up in one. Okay? So I think they should, I hope that helps you. You guys, you have to understand something. Everything that you're thinking, your people are going to think the same thing. We have a sixth sense about us, a seventh sense about us. I'm just telling you. So if you think we don't have enough products, if you think we're MLM, if you think we're this, if you think we're that, if you think the leaders are this, if you have any of those thoughts, that's coming back to you. And as far as the cost of products, if somebody says, golly, that stem cell product is expensive, here's my biggest thing I say. You guys might want to write this down because this could make you $1 million or more. God, your products are expensive. Yeah, but you're worth it. That's it. Yeah, but you're worth it. I'll spend $1,000 a month if I have to, or I can spend 10 grand a month tied to my doctor.
Tony,
yeah.
Can I add something with that?
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have heard this, but LeBron James spends $1 million a year on himself so he can be the athlete that he is in products and nutrition and all that. Yeah.
But in context, yeah, he makes, 28 million a year, so it's fine. But the point is, I get you're saying, JC, absolutely. You guys, you have to understand something. You have to see value in you. You have to be worthy of you, and you have to make yourself a priority. I will always invest in myself first. Always. And if something costs $5 more because it's better quality on my platform than it is down at CVS Pharmacy, I'm going to buy it on my platform. Because I know it's a much better product. Invest in yourself, you guys. Remember, everything that you guys think, whether you're vocalizing it or not, this is how the people that you're talking to, this is what they're thinking, because everything is a reflection of you. Someone will never understand that in your lifetime. You'll never understand what I'm talking about in your lifetime. People that have worked with me understand that. Everything you are is a reflection of you. So if you are hung up on data, if you're hung up on MLM, if you're hung up on, God, everything's so expensive. Oh my, if you're hung up on, man, the website's jacked up. If you're hung up, like everything that you're hung up on, this is how the people around you are going to respond. I'm just telling you guys, I've been doing this a long freaking time. The reason why people have success and people don't is because of the way that you are and the demons that you've overcome in your life to know the truth. And the truth is, right now, Shopley, with 25 vendors, could be $100 million a year company, $200 million company, $500 million a year company, with the 22, 23 vendors just we have in the United States, you guys. I know that because I have reference to say that that is true, okay? So I could beat that horse all day long, but I love horses. I don't want to see any horses in pain, so we're not doing it. There you go, Shelly. All right, anybody have any questions? I know I have another call right now for those that want personal growth, personal development. Anybody have any questions about what we talked about? Did you learn anything? Say yes.